beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
Welcome to Bloodborne 101. My name is Johnny aka Ninnies, and I'll be your guide through this dark long night. Enter Father Gascoigne, a church hunter with a thirst for blood. If you took care of the cleric beast first, this will be your second boss. Otherwise, he will be your first required boss, as he needs to be dealt with to progress the story. Father Gascoigne in his first two phases has a weakness to fire, while his final phase is a weakness to fire and serrated damage, such as the saw cleaver, saw spear, and the transformed threaded cane. The Molotov cocktail will also come in handy if you have any left. If you did some exploring and obtained the tiny music box, you can play him the song and it will stun him, allowing you to attempt to get behind him for a backstab. Since Gascoigne is a very aggressive prey, it is advised to stay at max health and not to overextend on attacks to save stamina for a dodge or two. The good news is that since he is aggressive, you have quite a lot of opportunities to land a parry. As mentioned before, this fight has three phases. His first phase is his untransformed Hunter Axe and Blunderbuss. He'll usually combo attacks with a shotgun blast after a swing or two with the axe, or if you are attacking him too much. My strategy for this is to be cautious, and if you're feeling confident in your parry skills, you can usually land one or two on his longer, heavier attacks. The second phase, Gascoigne will transform the axe while still having use of his blunderbuss. His range will be increased, as well as he will start to charge his attacks. Remember, charge attacks cannot be countered, so it is best to get out of range. Maintain the same hit and run tactics that got you through the first phase, and if you're lucky, he'll progress towards his final and most devastating form. When he achieves his beast form, all of his physical defenses will increase, but he will now be more susceptible to fire and the serrated weapon damage. During this phase, he will leap and swipe at you aggressively, even more so than his human form. Be careful when dodging away from him, that will usually put you right in the way of his attacks. Instead, dodge forward to the right or left to avoid his attacks like his aerial leap, lunging attacks, and fury swipe attacks. The best area to fight him in this place is on the staircase in the upper graveyard. If you find yourself running out of space, take the loop around the back end where the brooch is found and run right back up the staircase. Now let's talk a little bit about the key item, the tiny music box. This is a very useful item, but it takes time to affect him, and he will also try to back up against a wall to prevent a backstab whenever you use it. To avoid this, try to use it on him in the center open area and wait to lunge behind him until he has his head down. This item also has a limit on how many times it will affect him. In both phases 1 and 2 combined, it will only stun him 3 times, with the third forcing him into phase 3, and it will only affect him once in phase 3. But this can be tricky. In phase 3, if he's attacking you, chances are he will not hear the box, so it will not stun him. I found that right after he does the aerial attacks, use the music box and then dodge forward. After he lands, he will be stunned and you can get some attacks on him before the use of the box is depleted. Father Gascoigne is a rather tough boss to throw at players early on. If you fight hard and endure, you'll be rewarded with 3,200 blood echoes and the Odin Tomb Key. This will allow you to progress onto Cathedral Ward. That's all for now. Thank you guys for watching, and fear the old blood.